Impressive game by your defensemen. Are you pleased with how they played this one?
Yeah, I mean, we're certainly not perfect right now, and we're certainly not, as I mentioned earlier, firing on all cylinders. I think right now we're laboring through it, and but the work ethic was there tonight. The peaks and valleys of a season are pretty obvious. That watching us play, nothing is real easy right now. But the fact that we're working through it, if we keep working like that, it'll come back.
With that said, Coach, just the production again from Bergey's line. What have you thought again about them again tonight?
Well, the goals that they scored were, besides the empty netter, it was pretty indicative of what we had asked from our players. And the first one is a great effort by Marchand. They're right in front of their bench, battling for the puck, and he had two guys around him, and finally let Siggy get loose with the puck, and he did a great job of taking it to the net, and cutting in, and Bergey was following right there. Another one again, Marsh does the work along the boards, and they chip it past their pinching D, and makes a great pass to Siggy again, and so it was just one of those games where that line did a great job as far as getting pucks past their Ds and then working through it and then doing the grunt work.
Tyler seems to have a little bit extra jump when he plays against the Maple Leafs. At least the statistics say so. Do you notice it when he plays against them?
Well, I think it's a little bit normal. He comes from there, and it's always exciting when you're playing your hometown. But I think at the same time, he's been playing much better in the last couple of weeks. He's really picked up his game. So hopefully that's just a continuation of what we're going to see from him from here till the end of the year.
Are there specific things you see him doing better these last 2 or 3 weeks?
Just playing better, battling better along the boards, and being on the puck quicker, and there's no hesitation in his game. And when he skates the way he can skate and takes the hesitation out, a lot of good things happen for him.
Another good game for Hudobin. How important is it when you can just plug him in and seemingly not miss a beat?
Well, that's what you want and you hope to get from your backup goaltender. But he played well tonight. That second goal, you could see he was mad. He felt he should have had it, but he made some real good saves throughout the whole game. I thought he was solid, and it certainly makes our team feel a lot better when you know that no matter who you put in net, they're going to give you a solid performance.
How did you like Claude? How did you like the way your team responded when they cut it to 3-2?
Well, I think that the whole attitude was one that, listen, we're here to win. Let's not play on our heels. Let's go back and get the next one. And we had a couple of good scoring chances after they made it 3-2. And like I said before, we even scored that empty netter. So at least we didn't sit back and we didn't panic. And our guys responded well. We looked more like the team of before when they made it 3-2 than we did the last couple of games.
Coach, can you just talk a little bit about the reliability of that Marchand, Sagan, Bergeron line offensively last month? Pretty much all season, they've produced points in offense for you on a nightly basis and have really been a consistent force for you.
Well, we've got three good players on that line. People, as I said this morning, Brad Marchand's a really good player in this league and doesn't get the credit he deserves because he instigates a lot of stuff. But, Bergeron, he's already been recognized for his two-way work, and then Tyler, who's a great player. We got some good players there. When you got a guy like Bergeron doing such a great job down in your own end, puck gets out quicker. And then when you got those guys on each side of you, there's a pretty good attack going on. So that's a good line for us, and I think all three of them deserve a lot of credit.
Coach, even